Hello everyone, this is a Steven Universe discussion video on a possible Lapis and Peridot fusion. First things first though, no, just don't go to your friends immediately or just click away from this video. No, from the title of the video and what I just said, no, that does not confirm, that does not 100% mean, and that also doesn't mean that it's gonna come true that there is gonna be a Lapis and Peridot fusion. This is just one of these videos and I'm just, talking about because I've seen that it's been kind of blowing up recently here and there. I'm not too sure. Maybe I know it's a bit of an old topic at the same time, but I know that it's gotten a bit of attention here and there with the upcoming episode, Gem Harvest, which, if I'm right, I've heard is going to be a 30-minute special. It's one of those things, but I'm not too sure about that. Someone could probably tell me to come slow, because I don't know a single thing about the show, but that's kind of my fault and problem. So anyway, why would I think that there would be a Lapis and Peridot fusion? Well, kind of what I just said. Gem Harvest is coming, they're coming off of a hiatus, and then if we do go with the 30-minute special thing, there just has to be something big that happens within that episode or the 2 episodes that they have together with it. Because we all know that when Steven Universe does their 30-minute specials, like The Return and Jailbreak, those 2 together, what was the other one? Mirror Gem, Ocean Gem, and then the whole Bismuth episode, and then probably, and the what was it called? The Into Deep special with the Malachite fight and then drilling to the cluster. Those 2 were together. I'm guessing Gem Harvest is going to be like Bismuth, where it's just one long episode, and it's going to change the story of Steven Universe forever in one way or another, just like how the other specials do. Though, if the fusion were to happen, why would it happen? And at the same time, how would it happen? Because there are things that make me question, well, since there are a lot of people that do claim that they want and are just kind of, guessing and hinting that the first fusion for Peridot would be for Lapis, makes sense, because as a point, or at least one of the many points I'll be going over, is that they have been getting along pretty recently, which is kind of shocking to me. I thought it would take a little bit longer, but nope, just gotta binge watch a TV show with someone and then you're like their best friend for life. The second point is that I see this fusion happening because I feel like, if we do go with Gem Harvest, besides like Steven, Lapis, and Peridot messing around in the field with their new pumpkin dog, I guess that's what you would call it, I suppose, I feel like there's just going to be some sort of threat that just threatens the dog, or just all 3 of them, and then they somehow can't beat it, probably because there's not much water around Lapis or near the area, and there's not much metal that Peridot can move, or she's still training, and then Steven, of course, depending on the threat, probably can't handle it himself as well, and the gems are probably, too far away to contact, or they're on a mission or something like that. So, what's the best option? Peridot and Lapis fuse. Why those 2 and say not like Lapis and Steven or Peridot and Steven? Well, let's be real here. I'm pretty sure everyone will be wanting a Lapis and Peridot fusion. And not only that, Rebecca Sugar did say that in Season 3, and yes, I know this is technically Season 4, but Season 3 is nothing but Season 4 and 5 just split into 2. That's all it is. So those 2 seasons together make the real Season 3. She said in an interview a while back that there would be a new character within Season 3. I don't know if we actually have gotten that yet, unless they're counting like Bismuth, which I don't think they are. No, that was the end of Season 2 or around that. So this fusion could most likely be that new character. And she didn't specifically say if it was just going to be a solo gem or a fusion. So it could be either or. It's pretty much a 50-50 chance. So I'm leaning towards a fusion here. Though, at the same time, you know, the threat can't just be big and then Lapis and Peridot just decide, oh yeah, let's fuse. No, of course it's going to have to be something a little bit different. I'm just thinking that the fusion process for them at least would be something similar to how Smoky Quartz was formed and how they formed Smoky Quartz. Amethyst and Steven, you know, they were hugging each other and it's like, oh yeah, we gotta stick together, and it got all emotional and stuff, and then they fused by accident pretty much. Something similar could happen here. You know, if Peridot's in danger, Lapis could save her, something like that. And then after that, you know, as again, the threat's probably just too big for them. I keep saying the threat, but I don't know what that threat could be. For all we know, it's like this big gem monster that they've never seen before in the fields or just near the barn, or like it's someone that Yellow Diamond sent down to finally get Peridot because she hasn't heard from the Ruby still. Or maybe it's just Yellow Diamond herself, hopefully, but I don't think it would be that extreme. And then, other than that, there's not much to really go off, so I guess as a recap, you know, if this does actually happen, here's how I would think it would play out. A threat comes to the barn or near them in the fields or wherever they're hanging around near that barn. It comes to them. They can't really beat the fusion, or not the fusion. They can't really beat the threat. Steven is like exhausted and he's wondering what they could do. Lapis and Peridot are a bit of danger, and they get emotional. They support each other in one way or another, and then they fuse, making that powerful fusion that could beat that threat, and then it's pretty much done that. It would pretty much be the same episode as, what would you call it, Earthlings? But without Jasper, and then I'm guessing the corruption part of the episode. It's pretty much the same thing here, except with, it's just not without, it's not with Amethyst, it's with Lapis this time. So Steven, Peridot, and Lapis. That's how it play out, and it's in the barn area. So, or I guess the very last thing would be, for all we know, how they fuse is probably something silly as they dance, and that's it. They know how to fuse, and they've been practicing. They've been messing with us the entire time. But anyway, that's what I have to say about this topic or discussion. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have any questions, comments, or concerns? Any other discussion topics you want me to talk about? Leave them in the comments below as well. I'll have a little comment that says leave discussion ideas here, or reply to that one, and I'll see them better. Want to draw any fan art for the channel would be greatly appreciated. The email is in the description. Tell me about it before you send me it, so I have a heads up, and then everything else, you know what to do. Bye.